Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, we're going to talk about don't give the prodigal a piece of your mind. I need you to listen and I need you to really hear me in this video, okay? Don't give the prodigal a piece of your mind. No matter what you see, no matter how this person is responding to you. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying be a doormat. I'm not saying allow this person to just say whatever they want to say to you, disrespect you, mistreat you, abuse you. No. Okay. What I am saying is when you start feeling like I'm ready to get this person a piece of my mind, I'm ready to let them know, how I truly feel because, this is coming out of a place of frustration and irritation. You getting fed up with the situation. You getting tired of seeing this counterfeit, around. You just getting tired, right? And you're just like, I'm ready to give this person a piece of my mind. You got to hold that in. Okay, that's when we got to practice self control. That's when you have to revert to releasing those pent up negative emotions, right? We got to release those emotions through journaling or, talking out in prayer with God, but in a respectful way, call up one of your friends, whoever you confide in, about your love story, talk to them about, what's on your heart or mind, but don't give the prodigal a piece of your mind simply because the enemy is successful. Okay, whenever you get to this place where you're just ready to give the prodigal a piece of your mind, the enemy was successful in having you to focus on, you know, um, this situation, and having you to think this is what God is going to give you, right? The enemy is beating up a lot of God ordained spouses because he's having you to think what you are currently going through and dealing with in the prodigal spouse, this is like the final results, and this is what you're going to be dealing with when God reconciled the two of you back together. And that's not even the case. A lot of you are getting frustrated, you're getting irritated, you're getting stressed out, bent out of shape over a situation that you don't even, number one, you don't even have all the information to. Okay. But number two, you're allowing the enemy to frustrate you and cause you to want to sabotage your own love story, when this version that you're seeing in your person, that's a counterfeit version. You know that, but you haven't even given God the chance yet to turn this whole situation around. You haven't even seen how God is going to bring restoration to this person. And so the enemy is successful in having your eyes focus in on that. The enemy is successful in pushing your button. The enemy is successful in getting you frustrated. Right. So even when you get frustrated, even when you get fed up with this process, even when you don't even understand, even when you ready to just say, I'm done, right? You have to always keep in your mind this isn't this isn't the outcome. This isn't, God's best. Any day now, God is going to turn this around. You have to learn how to slow down, like slow everything down, and begin to talk to yourself and say, you know what? Right? Let's say the anger is present. Let's say the frustration is there, right? You have to ask yourself before I respond and give this person a piece of my mind, do I have all the information here? Okay, is God showing me, the end result right now, or am I in the middle of this process of what God is doing? Am I in the middle of what God is removing? Am I in the middle of what God is bringing restoration to? We don't want to, be responding from a place of emotion. And then I'm gonna turn this attention to you because again, if you find yourself feeling like you want to get this person a piece of your mind, right? And for some of you, you have given a person a piece of your mind. Well, that's an area that God wants you to now, okay, learn how to grow. He wants you to like come away from giving a person a piece of your mind and grow in emotional intelligence in this area where now you're able to see this situation for what it is and you're able to release it and give it to the Lord. You're able to take that frustration and, deal with this frustration in prayer. You're able to deal with this, the frustration, the irritation, the stress, right? Whatever it is that's coming up within you, you're able to take this stuff and deal with it in your journal. Like you journaling, the negative emotion. You're sitting with it, you're getting understanding, you're taking this to the Lord in prayer, and you're like, God, help me to understand what I don't understand. You're learning about yourself. This is what this process is all about. Okay. This is what this process is all about: growing in emotional intelligence, understanding, becoming aware of how certain situations, when you encounter the prodigal, how it's causing you to feel, the triggers, the frustration, the irritation, the anger, the resentment. It's all about becoming aware of, okay, when I see this, it moves me into feeling this way. When this person say this, or when this person show up this way or act this way, right, I feel X, Y, and Z, right? And then you got to ask yourself, well, why am I feeling this way? What is it that I need to do within myself, right, that's going to help me to overcome this negative feeling? It's not about being a doormat, but it's all about growing from, the things the enemy is sending your way. But if you don't take anything from this video, I need you to hear me right here. The enemy is attacking a lot of you, right? The enemy attacking your mind, causing you to come out of character, causing you, trying to influence you to sabotage your own love story, right? When God's not even done. You are in the middle. You haven't even seen how God is going to turn the table. You don't even know, you don't even have all the information yet on how God is going to bring about this restoration. And so the enemy know this, which is why the enemy is like, let me go ahead and throw in some triggers. Let me go ahead and keep them in the kitchen. Let me go ahead and have them focus on this, and have them think this is what they are going to get married to, and they're going to always have to deal with this, right? When that's not even true. That's not true. Okay. So don't give the prodigal a piece of your mind. Hold that in, and find healthier ways on how to release those pent up negative emotions. Okay. Because you don't ever want to say something to a person that God is telling you, this is your future God ordained husband or wife. You don't ever want to say some negative things to this person, and then later on, when you see how God turned the tables, when you see how God bring restoration and healing to this individual and the situation, now you are still left with your words that you spoke out of your mouth. And that person will always remember what came out of your mouth. Okay, so we got to always remember these things, because once you say these words, you can't take those negative words back. You can't. It's going to always play in this person's head. All right, so I'm giving you something to think about. All right, so with that, I am Taquila Coleman. I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.